Great, thanks everybody. So I'm Matt Hogan, I'm Head of Partnerships at London Resilience, and for those who aren't familiar with the UK context, there's some legislation here which gives specific responsibilities for resilience and emergency management to lots and lots of different organisations. So the role that I play is about providing the architecture and the systems for all of those partners to come together to collaborate. That's through a structure called a local resilience forum. So that's my day-to-day role. But I'm an emergency manager by background. But curiously, I've never worked in emergency management for an individual organisation. My roles have always been about partnership working, connecting dots, linking different partners together. And perhaps the biggest challenge, which David has alluded to, was that I was the readiness lead for the London 2012 Olympics. So confirming back up to government that London was ready for the various different challenges that could be thrown at it, not just individual organisations, but collectively. I want to say thank you to David for the opportunity to participate today, but also to all of you as well. It's really great to see you. As David said, there has been such a lot over the last few years that has been thrown at emergency managers, crisis managers, and I think there is a real strength in this community. I talk about the importance of finding your tribe and knowing who the people are that you can turn to for support, both within your organisation, but also across organisational and international borders as well. So the peer support that this group and that ISRM provide is really great to see. I guess to move it on to the theme for today, London has been here as a city for more than 2,000 years. It's endured a lot of things in that time. And a large part of what's made London a resilient place is the people that are here, who are incredibly diverse, but also the role that London plays nationally and globally, as we've heard, as a centre of trade, a centre of industry, now a centre of finance and perhaps sort of innovation. And it's those things and the ability for cities to adapt and to continue to see where there are opportunities that are part of resilience. It's not just about building bigger flood defences or having the comms systems. They're absolutely important, but it's also those much more ephemeral, ethereal aspects which are harder to document. And I'd say that with that, there's also a sort of inherent tension that we all know that there's lots of value that comes from cities collaborating with each other, but we can't overlook that cities are also in competition with each other as well. That could be for investment, for talent, for resources. So I think we need to understand what that environment looks like. Absolutely do the sharing of good practice, but also realise that it's not just as simple as sharing ideas. Obviously, cities like London and around the world will continue to face a range of different acute and chronic risks. But they are perhaps getting more interconnected than they have been previously. And we have just started a project working with University College London to look at risk agnostic planning. So moving away from the idea of individual hazards, risk registers, into something that is a bit more complex, perhaps a bit harder and murkier to understand, but embracing that and finding out, what comes from thinking more creatively about those feedback loops and those volatile interconnected risks. I'll pause there, David.